All right, let's take a look at the load board. Right now we have it, the origin is Dallas, Texas. The radius is no limit. The starting dates May 18th to May 20th. There's currently 103 trips found within 2,500 miles of Dallas, Texas. So this is the entirety of the load board. And the sorting is rate driver revenue. So that would be right there where it says your revenue. That's what we're looking at. Loaded RPM is mileage, which is here, and the loaded rate per mile. So if you took 1,245 times $1.53, it'd be 1901.9. Don't worry about estimated total RPM because that factors in deadhead, and I am 895 miles away from St. Cloud, Minnesota. So we're not gonna look at that. So this right here, St. Cloud, Minnesota to Syracuse, New Jersey. It's of course 53-foot van. Pickup 1,500 on May 18th. It's a drop and hook. So it's a load pickup load and then unload drop trailer. So it's a drop and hook on both ends. Freight's supposed to weigh 21,290 pounds. Revenue 1901. So it pays loaded mile $1.53. So that one isn't too bad if you're just in St. Cloud, Minnesota. And the next one is Brake Park, Ohio to Laredo, Texas. That one pays 1,652 at 1,554 miles. So that pays loaded $1.06. That's $1.06 to the truck. The company gets paid $25.42. That's what the TA revenue is, company revenue. My revenue is $16.52, or to the truck revenue is $16.52. So as you can see, some of these are really low. So that pays the truck $1.03. That one's not too bad, $2.15, but 582 miles. So it does pay okay, but it's not that many miles. So I would probably take that if I had the opportunity. If I was over in Garner, North Carolina, and that was going to North Vernon, Indiana. See, there's another one exactly the same. There's a third. Let's see what we got here. Atlanta, Georgia to Dallas, Texas. That's a live load drop trailer. So it's a live load on the front end, drop trailer on the back end. And that one pays $1.53. This one pays $1.46. $1.46. These are all from Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin, and Braselton, Georgia. Those are all U-line loads. They're normally fairly light, and they're all dropping hooks. So that's not too bad. I would take one of those. The problem is you're going to Braselton, Georgia, and getting anything out of Braselton, Georgia is going to freaking suck. So there's a whole bunch of North Chicago, Illinois to Braselton, Georgia. The same thing. It's a U-line load. That one pays a little bit more, $1.50 a mile. There's another one. Mocksville, North Carolina to Wilkesboro, New York. Pays $1.82 a mile. Yeah, it's not too bad, but to go up to New York, I would expect to get paid a little bit more than that, because getting anything out of New York is going to suck. The same with this one right here, the Monroe Township, New Jersey, from Fremont, Ohio, 535 miles, pays $2 a mile. I'd probably take that. Even though getting something out of New Jersey might kind of suck, you might have to deadhead a little bit over to Mechanicsburg or something like that over to Pennsylvania. It's only a couple hundred miles. The only downside is it's 42,000 pounds. That's a heavy load to be going across the mountains over there. Across that more than likely be going across the 76. So that one right there would be a possibility, but probably not. You got down to Covington, Georgia, San Antonio, Texas, $1.32. I wouldn't take that. 765 miles from Kansas City to San Antonio. That's a live load, live unload. So you're going to waste time on the live load and waste time on the live unload. 34,000 pounds at $1.32. No, I wouldn't do that. Because, getting anything out of San Antonio is going to be horrible. There's nothing coming out of San Antonio. If we go through this list, you won't find any kind of San Antonio. There's a decent one. Forest City, Iowa to Des Plaines, Illinois. Drop and hook. Actually, preloaded trailer on the front end and live unload on the back end, and it's just in time, so it's got to be on time. Drops at 2100. Picks up on the 18th at noon. Drops on the 18th at 2100. So that means you'd have to pick it up probably at 10 o'clock and drop it by 2100. So you'd be on a pretty tight timeline. That's probably why it pays $2.50 a mile. But that's probably one of the highest ones I've seen on the load board, $2.50 a mile. There's one right there, down to Laredo, Birmingham, Alabama to Laredo. It's a relay drop, and it pays 90 cents a mile. Loaded, 90 cents a mile. That's just freaking horrible. There's a $2.12. Reynoldsburg, Ohio to Rochester, New York. It's $1.57. Statesville, that's going to North Carolina though. Going to North Carolina, it's a live load, live unload. Yeah, I don't know about that. There isn't anything going down there, or that's coming out of there. Duncanville to Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Drop and hook, 81 cents a mile. 81 cents a mile. Are you kidding me? Clyde, Ohio, Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, $2.23. That's not too bad. And it's pretty light, 17,000 pounds supposedly. There's to Newark, New Jersey, $1.96 a mile. I probably wouldn't take that one. I don't want to go to Newark. And it's a relay with an unknown ETA. So let's see what else. We got $1.15. There's $2.01, $1.45, $1.68, $1.82. That's not too bad. But they're all going to New York. And all those going to New York, they should be paying $3 to $4 a mile. Piedmont, South Carolina, Chillicothe, Ohio. Those are going to be Cummins engines, 40,000 pounds, and they're going to weigh every bit of that. $1.59 a mile, and you're going to be pulling the mountains across West Virginia. So that's probably a no-go for me. There's a bunch of those. Let's see. Bahia, Mississippi. To Manuka, Illinois, $1.27. If I'm in Mississippi, yeah, I'd probably take that because you're going up where the money is up in Illinois. Let's see, Markham, that's a relay, $1.44. Lawrence, Kansas, Montgomery, Illinois, 43,000 pounds, $1.19 for 500 miles. That would pay $596. Man, there's a 228. Romulus to Indianapolis. That's a FedEx load. Picks up at 2300, 2259, and drops at 0559. And so that means you're going to be driving all night. That's a nighttime driver load. All of these FedEx loads, they're all the same. Forest City, Iowa, it's going to be a 3M going to Chicago. Dropping or pick up with a live unload just in time, $1.56 a mile going to Chicago. It's not too bad. Forest City, Iowa is a good place to pick up. Chicago can be a pain. Let's see, Plainsville, Indiana. Let's see, Carroll Storm, $1.84, $1.55. It's not too bad. They're over $1 a mile. There's a 357. What is that? Fort Wayne, Indiana to Woodlawn, Ohio. But it's only 141 miles. It pays $500. I mean, that'd be really quick. One day, if you had a few hours left on your clock, you want to knock something out real quick, that would be a good one right there. Lakewood to Chillicothe. That's another Cummins engines going down to the Chillicothe Kenworth plant. It's $1.50. There's a good one. Chickasaw, whatever, New York to Indianapolis. Drop and hook just in time. 97 cents a mile. My goodness. $1.84. There's in Newark, New Jersey to Cleveland, Ohio. Drop and hook just in time. 99 cents a mile. That's just crazy. 97 cents a mile from Buffalo, New York to Fort Wayne, Indiana. 97 cents a mile. And there's a bunch of those. 80s, look at that one. Holy crap. North Jackson to Bensenville, Illinois, 413 miles. 87 cents a mile. And there's another one right under it. There's a third. There's a fourth. I mean, there's some good ones. There's some okay ones in here. I wouldn't say they were good. But, they're not the greatest. So that's a Costco load. There's some good ones in here. There's some decent ones. But my goodness, don't even put the 89 cents a mile freaking loads on here. That's just insane. But now, since the fuel crisis over there on the East Coast, that's the only reason why we see in $2 a mile. $1.43, $1.53, $1.60 something. That's the only reason why we're seeing those, because there's not a lot of trucks on the road right now. But come next week, that'll change. So, but anyways, that'll be enough for today. Video's getting kind of long. I don't want to make it drawn out too much. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you again.